What? You uploaded 3 videos? Yep, that's right, I did. So, in this video I'm going to tell you guys about my recent experience at the Jconcpts Nationals. So, I had my 18T in there a little bit. You haven't seen that in a minute, so my brother and I raced in the Jconcpts Nationals turf race, 3rd annual. We did the first one that RC Man has put on. We didn't do last year, but then we did this year. It was a learning experience for me. Definitely a learning experience. And I guess numbers-wise, I didn't really do that well. First qualifier for this, my tires were worn out from practice. I kind of knew that towards the end of practice. I was like, I think I can push these for one more set, one more race, but I should have just changed it. I think the second qualifier I finished. I think all the rest of them I finished, but I didn't place very high, and the car definitely was not as set up as well as it could have been. I thought I had it on the practice day. It's funny, I told you guys about that I lack in suspension knowledge, and that really came through at the Turf Nationals. Both cars were bouncing a lot if I didn't land on the landing ramp exactly right. That is definitely something I am wanting to do. Want to order up some springs for both of these and just start looking at pro setups and seeing different things. My lack is, when do you use thicker oil in softer springs, or thinner oil and harder springs, or either one of those combinations? So thicker oil and softer springs, harder springs and thinner oil. I didn't race in the main for this because my diff, it might still be, I'm going to get into that, but my diff doesn't differential, doesn't do its diffing thing. But I wasn't able to do the main because I was doing maintenance on this, wasn't able to get it back together again. I was like, whatever, you know. The B64, that was definitely a fun trip. The things that I went through some stuff. This race really took a toll on my cars. I went through one battery. Can you guys see that? There's a crack in this Orion battery. So I think this is done. I think this is puffed. So I went through 2 motors, 1 battery, a differential, and just a ton of tires. Just like, I think all my tires. No, not all the tires, because I didn't mount all the tires that I had, because I was hoping not to use those. I feel like I went through more with that. Yeah, the B64 is the one that I burnt up a bunch of motors on. I didn't have it geared right. I got a fan for it and asked one of the pro associated guys about, you know, what do they think my problem is. They said I didn't have it geared properly, so I listened to them, got a smaller pinion, and it actually did cool down. However, I think there was still heat damage from when it was overheating, and it just, I got like 2 minutes into the race and it just, car was like, I'm not gonna move anymore. So that's what happened with the B64. I didn't break, so that's good. Like, I didn't actually break any parts, so that's a good. That was a plus. I'm trying to think what happened. So the second qualifier in the main is where the motor just conked out. I knew it was overheating, and I knew the motor was working too hard. I thought that it meant it wasn't enough teeth, it was spinning too much, but that doesn't make sense. Now that I talk it out to myself right now, it doesn't make sense. Hey, I had a good time. Got to hang out with my brother for a solid 3 days, which doesn't happen very much. I believe I wanted you wrong information about roll center, about raising it and dropping it. I realized that if I didn't say it correctly, I was saying to lower the ball stud, which raises the roll center. Don't remember 100% what I told you, but that's what I was trying to say. My B6 has a really high rear roll center. I don't have any ball stud shims in my B6. So I hope you guys enjoy one of these 3 videos I have this weekend. I thought I could spread it out over several weekends, but then I was like, I'll just put it all in one. So 3 videos to choose from. I have the 4-wheel drive the 4 and 2-wheel drive A mains right up here. Whoops, right up there. There should be a little I, and that'll take you there. A little letter I, not actually an eyeball. Either way, filming's not too great. I had to go to my second camera because my first camera was somewhere else. the camera I've been using for my running videos was somewhere else that's better in low light than this one is, so the quality is not so great. I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, so that's why it's kind of shaky. Hope you guys like it. Hope you enjoy this video. And thank you so much for clicking on it. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next week or at the track.